went live, and there's a lot of interesting things in the game. We're going to go over the patch notes. It looks like there was a beast rework, which I think is pretty significant. We're going to talk about that. Also, something that we kind of were thinking about, but not really, is that Doom raids are in the game, and these are going to be new raids that basically are going to replace the Ultimate raids. And from what I'm hearing is that they are very hard. I'm hearing people saying that in the first bio node, they're having a hard time clearing it with just like 600k symbiotes, and it's very challenging. And I wanted to point out the very top. What do we have here? Ooh, lo and behold, those are gear tier 16s. Boy, commanders, get out of here. Oh, good luck, commanders. Also, the rewards are paying out armory 15s, which is kind of interesting, but I don't think anybody's going to be, 2,000 of these equals 4. So basically every 500 of these is like 1 gear tier 15. Boy, that's kind of depressing right here. You have to go for like 2-3 days just to get 1 gear tier 15 and go like, even if you get to 60%, you're going to have to get like 5 days of these to get 1 orb or something. 6 days to get 1 orb. Ouch. Pretty stingy if you ask me. Let's go to the blog post. Some other things that I want to talk about. There was a bunch of stuff that was not in my last video. If you did not see the Moon Knight video, I did talk about it, that Moon Knight and White Tiger are not going to be in game. I'm fully expecting a data mine to come out to show the information that was in the video, but please, 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 everything in this video is subject to change. In fact, the video doesn't really make sense to me when I rewatched it. The turn order of Doom doesn't look like he takes turn 1, and then Proxima goes before him, and I can't figure out what's going on with the turn order or any of this battle, because then he when he does go, he does his special. So please don't assume that the Shadowlands are like Doom, Marauder, Killers, and War. They're not saying that yet. I don't even think the kits are finalized. It's literally just showing the animations and so on. Let's get to the patch notes. A bunch of stuff here we can talk about, and I'm going to talk about it. Arriving over the course of the release, enhance your roster with 4 playable characters. Jubilee, which is going to be a legendary character. We're guessing that it's going to be on the 8th. Bishop, supposed to be Blitz. White Tiger, which is that infiltrator tag. If you go in game, you can see there's an infiltrator tag, and that is for her campaign. And then Moon Knight, we don't know. And Moon Knight, we're guessing, is going to be maybe some sort of milestone event. Real-time arena improvements. I like this. Quitting a match before the victory screen will no longer reward objectives or rating level progress. Additionally, the AI will now take over the opposition's team if they leave the match early. I think these are great improvements. Dark Dimension upgrade. When you click the tab, it takes you right to DD4 instead of having to scroll all the way over. Alliance leaders now can tap the Switch Alliance and Alliance Management screen and view other alliances. So I've been reading a lot of posts about Alliance leaders have a hard time recruiting and seeing what characters' stats or anything like that. And the mechanic called API, which I don't know what it stands for, which allows like websites like MSF.g pull in-game data out so that you can look at rosters, see who does the correct T4s, all that stuff. Most of the problems that Alliance leaders have with recruitment would be instantly solved with API and third-party websites. Please, 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 Scopely. I know you talked about it in Valley's video, but please, sooner than later, API will make all of our lives better. Indicators have been added to the real-time arena squad screen to let you know which characters contribute to Mojo Haim. That's cool. PIM tag for the Jubilee event. And then again, the White Tiger event has the infiltrator tag. My experience with these events is that, you just take your characters and go through it. Then you don't have to worry about it. Just the first time that the campaign. Now, I don't know when this campaign is going to start. We got Bishop today. I don't know when this is going to start, but hopefully soon. Bugs. Okay, I want to skip through all these bugs because a lot of these things are not that important overall. But right here, Longshot and Shatterstar passive ability synergy now correctly appears in the squad select stream, but that's not the part I want to talk about. Combat correction. Longshot's passive ability against all odds was granting too much speed bar when he assisted on an attack and both characters crit. The correct amount of speed bar is now being granted in this scenario. So I'm optimistic that this change, some people will call it Nerf, but technically it just wasn't working correctly, and now it is. I wonder if a lot of the hype around Dadbros was because of this intended fix or this bug or this glitch, whatever. please, 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 if you have some feedback on this, whether or not they're still quite amazing. I suspect they're still quite amazing. But if it's not as amazing as it once was, let me know in the comment section. Now, this is kind of interesting. Beast. Probably the most important thing on this thing is because there was a lot of people saying that the problem with the X-Men, Astonishing X-Men team, was they had no way of cleansing. And this is a big deal right here. Updated, clear 2 negative effects from self and all Astonishing X-Men allies. Now, this is with the T4. Technically, without the T4, it's 1 to 2, but it's still a good thing. Now, remember, this is a 3-turn cooldown, so this happens a lot. And Beast also gets a lot of bonus turn meter from, I believe, Jubilee. I have to go back and look at the kits, but he does get this bonus turn meter from Jubilee. When characters drop below a certain amount of health, he gets bonus turn meter. This is going to be going off a lot. Daredevil rework. Base health, that's great. This is just now 100% damage. And then the rest of it it's kind of a mediocre rework. That really doesn't matter too much. And most of it's just Shadowland. Now, the ones that kind of bother me is Elektra, and I think this is going to be a trend going forward. Like, the best part of the Elektra rework, I'm just going to skip down to it, is in where basically on her passive, on spawn, apply evade, and stealth to all adjacent Shadowland and hand allies. That's a T4. So I think this is going to be a thing going forward, that any kind of rework that happens, the really cool stuff they rework is just going to be tied to a T4. And that's pretty much also true on the Night Nurse. Now, Night Nurse is okay. This forced attack ally now applies, but on her special, where call the ally with the damage to attack the primary target, that happens regardless of a T4. But this part right here, clear the 3 negative effects for the most injured ally, is only applies if you do the T4. Boo! Boo! Same thing right here. Flip negative effects on itself and all Shadowland allies. I believe that's a T4. So it just seems like a lot of the cool stuff on the reworks was solely tied to T4s. And I just think that is going to be a thing going forward. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm specifically interested in knowing about Dadbros and whether or not you think they are still amazing, because I was pretty hyped about them. Or did this change in this bug drastically impact their viability today? Let me know what you think. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming.
Dadbros.